The job of a correction center is the safety and security of the inmates. A lot of people forget, though, that we're also in the business of assisting inmates so when they return to the community from the correction center, they're able to lead productive lives.
Many of the programs that we use inside our facility are based on volunteers and their efforts from the community, from Broomfield Council of Churches, Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, to include city and county functions as well as a library and Invent HQ, which brings in specific team building and problem solving programs to the inmates here in the jail.
Broomfield Library staff are working with Detention and Workforce and some other partners in the community to offer classes in the detention center.
Oh, that's right. And then this connects the circuit.
That's cool.
So what we're doing today is making light up holiday cards. So the goals of these classes are to get the men and the women involved in problem solving, in working together, in experiencing frustration and confusion in a non-judgmental environment, in the hope that they have positive experiences while they're in the detention center.
It's a lot of fun.
So the materials we're going to use to light it up are this copper tape, which is conductive. So for an LED to light up, we need a battery, which we'll give you, and we need a little light bulb.
Yep, I got mine to work.
Yay! It's so exciting when people's LEDs light up for the first time. Sweet!
I was really excited when they called me from laundry to send our family cards, and a lot of jails don't do this.
There's a pink. I love being a part of this because I think that adults don't get to play very often. They don't get to remember how fun it is to make things and to solve problems together. There's a lot of joy in figuring out how to make something work together.
This is the Broomfield Inmate Library. The books that you see here are books from some donations, and now because of the collaborative effort with the library, a lot of the books that the library don't use, or if they have duplicates of, they bring them out and we are able to allow the inmates to read those here while they're here. Another really cool program, we have computer access to some programs where somebody can actually get their high school diploma on here instead of the GED. We also have where they can learn a second language. Once they're done here, they are able to take their library number that's been issued here, take it to the Broomfield Library, and continue their education from there as well.
It's a great way for Broomfield Library to show that we care about every single one of our citizens, residents, anybody in our counties, and give them an opportunity to learn more and to better themselves in any possible way, whether it be education or skills.
Thank you. Have a good day.
We are here at the Broomfield Alternative Work Release Unit. This is our entrance into the unit here. We are an alternative sentencing unit, which means that the inmates are not incarcerated 24/7. They're given a second chance and are allowed to come over here and work in a work release program.
And we have collaboration from our local neighborhoods, our judicial system, our city council members, and the community, all collaborated to make this program possible.
It means they have an opportunity to get out and support their family, the community. It also ensures that they get the help they need through the various programs such as AA, NA, and mental health issues if they have any. We ensure all those programs to these folks, and they're allowed to go out and attain all these programs.
One of the really neat programs that we run out of our facility is the EDGE program. We take licensed clinicians and pair them with inmates that have needs upon release, whether it's housing, transportation, mental health connection, and create a discharge plan that's unique to that inmate. In partnership with our County Health and Human Services Department Workforce Center, we bring in volunteers that teach inmates basic life skills training classes, whether it's basic parenting skills, resume building, job interviews, or other skills related to reintegrating these inmates and the arrestees back into society.
The programs that we host here and the technology we have in the jail is very advanced, and that's one reason why we were picked as a model institution in the United States. By being a model jail in the United States, it allows us to host two important programs. The first is a Planning on New Institutions program, and as part of the class, you spend at least a day at our jail doing a physical walkthrough of the jail, looking at the programs we offer and the management style of our jail, which is direct supervision. The benefit of direct supervision is the fact that the officer is right with the inmates. The officer makes several rounds an hour, talks to the inmates, changes the TV channel, and assists them with whatever problems or issues that they have. The jail inspector school that we host is every 2 years put on by the National Institute of Corrections. The inspectors in training attend a class all week, and then during the last 2 days of the class, they come to our jail and inspect it to make sure we comply with all the correctional standards. Some jails have been modeled directly after the Broomfield jail because we're on the cutting edge of technology in Broomfield. The Broomfield Detention Center has a very modern design and feel to it. In the general population area of the jail, all the cells have wood doors, porcelain toilets and porcelain sinks, and a wood desk and a movable chair in it. Once you make it into the general population area, the tables are bolted down to the ground, but the inmates can walk freely in this area. They can use the phone or a remote visitation system, which allows you to have a visit from a loved one from their cell phone.
We display a passion for our work and have a kind and caring relationship with our employees and the entire department in the city and county of Broomfield. That, combined with a high level of training and expertise, makes us all extremely effective in our position. Few people understand everything that we're responsible for, but most members of the community know exactly what we bring to the table by describing our work as highly professional, compassionate, approachable, fun, engaging, and always helpful. And we do all of these things with collaboration and support of the city and county of Broomfield.
We are a firm believer of collaboration with other departments here at the city. For example, we worked with Jill from HHS, Melissa from the rec department to start a yoga program here at the detention center. We do this to help our inmates have a better way to deal with anxiety, stress, trauma. So we're just giving them tools that they can use here and on the outside. And we also work with the Boulder Sheriff's Department on this program.
So we're really excited that we have great partners in the Broomfield Police Force that are willing to explore these options, that we can be collaborative and bring some of these resources into the detention center.
We appreciate this because I've been to different facilities and they don't do stuff like this. So to know that Broomfield really appreciates their inmates, like we appreciate them, it's really cool to be able to do stuff like this.
In the city and county of Broomfield, we recognize that we have an obligation, a true obligation to actually help our inmates upon release. We recognize that if we don't provide them with the resources and the support that they need to reintegrate back into society, they will continually come back over and over again. This creates an enormous burden on our local county systems, and we have to make a difference when and where we can.